time flies quite incredibly, I would say, and a very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you, depending on your time zone. Speaking of time flying, allow me first to welcome Barbara Wawrzynek, my wonderful co-host. Hello, Basia.
Good morning, Łukasz. Nice to see you.
How are you?
Good. I'm happy that I managed to get here. Weather conditions are not super friendly in Kraków today, so...
Exactly. We were all drifting this morning in loads of snow all around the city, so it's beautifully white, but of course making it more difficult to reach any destination you want. We thought we will first share a couple of statistical points with you based on yesterday, and even compare it to last year. Last year, as many as 1,400 participants registered for this conference. This year, it's already 2,800, so we effectively doubled that figure. 78% of the total number of conference participants are women, so I think we can work a little bit harder on ensuring more gender diversity at this conference, as irony would have it. So help us out. Make sure your friends, colleagues register for the conference. It's free, no obligations attached.
You mean today? There's still an option to register
you can
today
still
and join
register and actually watch the films from past editions, which we very much encourage you to do. Fun fact, 431 of you requested a password reset before the conference started. So it shows you it's like an annual ritual for some of us to basically come back to the platform and watch the conference. We look forward to your today's comments. We very much encourage you to submit your comments on the chat window. Use our Expo platform. Explore the links we'll be putting in the comments section. What did you like most about yesterday? It was a rather intensive day, I would say, because we are here in a bit of a breakfast television format because of the main theme, what's your flavor? But it might just be the only breakfast television lasting till 4 p.m., I suppose.
Yes. Ironically, I haven't eaten anything today.
Oh, I see. Okay.
What I enjoy the most, what I like the most, a lot of things, to be honest. I think it was comforting to hear from our speakers, our guests, and also other organizations that the shift has been made. We are actually confident to say that the transformation has been taking place. So something has changed in the landscape, the NI landscape, in a good way. Not in a sense of building awareness and making an effort to convince people on the importance of DNI. So that has been taken care of, which makes me very confident about the direction. But what is still to be addressed is, at least how I read it, is the need for remodeling the environment. Since the idea of DNI is to encourage and engage people, there needs to be a healthy, friendly work environment. So yes, DNI has been recognized as important, but we still need to do some job on making things easier for people and shaping the work environment so it makes it possible for consumption.
And also,
that's comfortable.
It's a very interesting balancing act when you think about it, because on the one hand, we've had this discussion that there may be some oversaturation, there may be some misplaced activities, not well adjusted to your particular organization's requirements and needs. So it's a careful balancing act in terms of you can see and experience some resistance on the way, and you need to know where your gaps are and not to be, the victim of your own biases, so to say, on the way, as you try and continuously improve the format. Personally, what I really loved about yesterday, and hopefully today too, is that the organization itself, we as the organizers, had the courage to remodel the format itself at such a deep level so that we can actually listen at a much deeper level to those actual issues and interact with them. And when I watch how our speakers respond to us, also talk to us, I see a lot more boldness, I see a lot more data hunger, I see a lot more need for tangible, very concrete discussion, because whoever attacks diversity and inclusion as ideology is always keen to use very relatable language, very emotive, very powerful, understandable, easy examples, whereas the community of corporate executives find it more difficult to talk in those categories. They tend to talk about, let's heal the world, let's make this a better place. It's just too generic. It doesn't cut it in the real world.
It doesn't sit well with the audience. And we have been, I think, hearing this a lot also yesterday, that there's such a strong need and a hunger for real stories from real people. And this aspect of authentic D&I seems to be one of the key element in a successful D&I strategy. So more authenticity, more people, more stories, not just a discussion at the table or D&I slides that we often see in organizations. So people want to feel D&I and they are looking for some authenticity.
41 countries already with us. We hope to grow this number, not for the sake of growing the number, but it's about diversity. So we hope to have as much geographic and cultural diversity as we can. Basha, what's happening today? Tell us.
Let me think. Let me organize my thoughts. I would promote day 2 today with the keywords. If you look at the program, at least I'm seeing very powerful topics. So engagement. We cannot eliminate this subject. We're going to be continuing this conversation even when we finish. Engagement. More conversation on inclusiveness. Sense of belonging. Everyone. I think that's a good summary of today. How to make sure that you build an organization and a team where everyone is included. How to create organization that is connected and where employees feel empowered. So engagement, empowerment. These are the keywords for today.
And we started day 1 at the kitchen table.
Yes,
so this
I missed it already.
The kitchen table metaphor will be with us today in a much closer fashion, so to say, because we'll be discussing questions like who's included at the table and why, and who is excluded from it, and who are we cooking for, really? Because how well do you understand the audience you're cooking for, and can you prove it? And lastly, I suppose we should congratulate all our speakers. It does take courage to talk about complex issues within a very short time frame. So whatever happens today, at the very start of day 2, we want to congratulate you and thank you for your commitment to this subject.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Thank you for pointing that out.
And
I'm already missing
start.
our kitchen. We'll see if we get a chance to have
will
a
get a
coffee
chance.
break later.
We will get a chance. It was funny to close yesterday with the discussion about Heineken Krakow representatives coming to this kitchen and experiencing the highest levels of stress they ever had in this kitchen. All right, day 1. Let's jump into the first discussion of the day. Basha.
Yes, let us check if our speakers are connected with us. So
After the intro, however.
after the intro.